Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Phoning It In. I'm Michael Carvelli, joined by Nick Arthur, John Terry, and for the first time since switching to the new format, Cody Schuler. Cody, how are you? Welcome to the new and improved Phoning It In. How's it going, man?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Perfect reply.
For me personally, the format is, I think, as a viewer, it's amazing, much better. For me individually, I don't know so much, but very excited to be here right now for sure.
The people have been wanting to see Cody Schuler for an episode since we started.
What you need to do, Cody, too, is you need to go back and watch some of these YouTube videos. They're exciting. We go on some scavenger hunts.
There's watched a couple.
There's some good shit on there, you know?
I mean, there's international editions. There's all kinds of different things. I just, I try to limit, I guess, my face on the internet or my thoughts or general actions. But, we got a big episode today.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Was working yesterday upstairs here where I am right now. This is where I conduct the workday, and got a text from Michael that said, "Hey, I think that you might have something at your door." And it's really a shock because typically Julep, my dog, will bark when there's any kind of a delivery or a knock at the door. But I guess she was out back, didn't know, and here it was.
Yeah.
9 pounds, 6 ounces, about 14, 15 inches long. The beautiful gift. So.
What do you think? What do we think's in there? Do you shake it up a little bit, or?
I was scared to shake it because I didn't want it to break.
Yeah.
A lot of theories. Really could be anything.
I almost had Carvelli text his mother, Donna, who's watching or listening. Does she watch or listen? Does she?
She watches now. She loves.
Wow, she watches. Okay, cool. So I almost had him text. I was like, God, I don't want to shake it, but I'm just so curious. But Carvelli's like, you don't open it until we do our show.
Which I'm glad
I'm
you
just
told
saying
us
what
that.
I was told.
I hope it is baby pictures of Michael.
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past her.
Because I would love to put a nice baby picture up on the man cave wall.
I would love it.
What a man cave. I mean, who doesn't want baby pictures of their male friends on their man cave? Can we confirm this is from Donna, right?
I want to say, so let's get into this, because obviously we have every week we now have to have one thing that the audio listeners to the podcast can't see or won't know what's going on. This week it is right around Christmas time. My mom texted me asking for your guys' addresses because she wanted to send something to all of us.
Got it. Okay.
Christmas.
Selfless act, all independent of Michael Carvelli.
So
this is not a gift from Michael via a mother channel. This is a mother independent exclusive gift. Wow.
Correct.
Okay.
My gift to Cody has been delivered, and your guys' is on the way. So
I will interject. It does not come as a surprise for those of you that know Michael. I mean, I think a lot of it is just an innate talent and innate ability. He's friendly, and I think maybe it's also some of the learned behavior coming from Donna. So I feel like what we could do in the future is just replace Michael with Donna on an episode, and even really see if listeners would notice.
Please do not even.
It would still be a very high quality show, and I think
she will jump on that idea so fast.
Hey, we've got room for a fifth block in here.
We do.
But we can now open these because the instructions were that we have to wait till we all are together. And she was like, whenever you guys do another Zoom thing or whatever. So I figured the best time to do it would be as we are on the air. So let's go ahead and open. There's I know she left a note. She even included it in mine.
A handwritten note.
Yeah, she even included it in mine, even though she just dropped it off to me at the house.
A handwritten note.
AKA your biggest fan. That's what mine says. I don't know if your guys' says that. I hope it doesn't, because I would like her to only be a big fan of me.
Nick, Cody, John, and Michael. Did you all get the same note?
Yes.
Read it and see what it says.
You're all receiving a Christmas gift. Do not open until each of you have your gift. I thought you could open it together when you all FaceTime or Zoom each other. Merry Christmas, the Carvellis.
There is something to be said about receiving handwritten mail. I mean, that is something that you don't really get a lot of anymore. Usually, and I love. Thank you for the Christmas cards if you send me a Christmas card, but you get a million of them. They're very impersonal.
I know where Michael gets his
look at that.
handwriting ability as well. That is just
That's right.
great quality. Are we diving in?
Let's do
dive
it.
in. Let's do it.
We have a special delivery from Santa's Workshop.
Box.
It is a box.
A box.
Also a box.
Yep.
Okay. Are we
Okay, so
diving into this box?
multiple. Oh.
Oh, okay. I'm opening.
Woo!
Oh, there's a bunch of
Opening,
candy.
opening.
Guys,
Oh,
this
my.
is fucking awesome. Holy shit.
Wow.
Wow! Oh my gosh!
Look at that. Look at that.
This is incredible.
I love it.
What a touch.
That is woo.
Everyone hold theirs up so we can get a nice screenshot of it.
Let's go, Donna.
Is it? I don't know if I should have cleaned it, Donna. Was there any instructions about? I put my key in here.
What
So
an
functional.
Look at that.
act. And
That is
candy as
awesome.
well.
Yeah, a ton of candy. We got some truffles. We got some.
Here are
What?
deli
Chocolate
squares. Wow.
Cody's already eaten those.
You know, handwritten note, custom gift, checks all the boxes. I
And
mean,
chocolate, which tastes amazing.
I love it.
I love that John is like scarfed down half the chocolate. Cody's got tea in his glass there. I love it. That's awesome.
This is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Donna. That
Um,
is fucking awesome. Cuss
yeah.
word brought to you by Donna.
That is great. Thank you, Mother. We have another surprise though for this. We have it on our
Cool.
thing as a surprise. This is I saw this video sent to me the other day.
Oh,
I have no idea how this is gonna work with like the episode being recorded and stuff. So I'm gonna share the screen and hope it's good.
We hope so.
So if I play it and you guys can't hear, let me know. But here we go.
It works. There it is.
What's good now? Badlands Chugs is back. I want to give a big shout out to you, Nick. Hey, buddy, how's everything going? Well, my friend, I hear things are going great because I hear that your wife's about to bless you with your
This is-
first child, and that's
This is the best
totally
gift
awesome.
I've ever been given in my entire life. This is incredible.
So, I would like to say on behalf of your friends,
He has to chug something.
and Cody,
He
of
has to.
course, congratulations on your upcoming birth of your first child, and may God bless you and your new family. Oh man, congratulations, buddy, and yes,
Yes. Yes.
okay,
Yes.
to the new upcoming baby that's coming. Oh man, so
Oh.
for your wife, okay, for the new baby, for your new family. Oh man, you're gonna be a dad. It's gonna be special. It's gonna be awesome, man. So this is for you and your family. Enough talk. Let's get it. Cheers.
oh man.
Oh yeah. So
I feel.
congratulations again. Y'all stay
Oh, my God.
awesome. And remember, the next time y'all together watch Badlands Chugs, hopefully. Congratulations, Nick.
There you go.
Yes.
So much emotion, so much to take in there. For so many of you, probably including Cody and John, may have no clue what's happening here.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, we're
Well,
aware. But
Okay,
got clued
I
in.
meant
I
mainly
didn't-
who the person was.
I didn't know who the person was before a couple weeks ago.
He is one of those, and we all have them. Rabbit hole YouTube
Mhm,
trips. You get down this rabbit hole, and you get to Badland Chugs, and this man chugs everything. I'm talking like 6 2 liters of Mountain Dew.
The one
12.
where he does like every Mountain Dew is ridiculous.
Yes. And it's one of those things where like you can't not watch it. So the YouTube algorithm just keeps serving it up to you every time you get there. And of course you're not going to like not watch him chug like 12 Slurpees and things like that. So Carvelli and I joke all the time about like this man is literally sacrificing his life for our entertainment because he just consumes the worst products. But what a gift! The creativity, the the comic relief involved in that. Just to know how funny that would be for me. I'm
There you go.
eternally grateful.
So the backstory.
He was so personal about it. He was so personable, and
Yes,
I'm sure he
he was
does
great.
a lot of those. But I was like converted fan for life. I mean, I like John and I. We neither of us had ever heard of him, and Carvelli comes up with this master plan, like the Carvelli family does. And then that was it. I was off to the races. I was reading the Wikipedia page. I'm watching him chug eggnog. I'm telling friends and family. I'm sending Snapchats to people, just trying to make sure I don't include Nick on the Snapchat when I'm chugging my water. Hopefully, I didn't do that. I'm not sure.
Nope.
At some point in time. So it is just, that is awesome. Cherish it. I mean, I got a cameo from this group in the past, and it was equally.
I can't wait to watch it again when I'm not like laughing the
not
entire
right now,
time.
but yes.
Incredible. I love this kind of tradition we've created too, of cameos for major life events and things like that.
We gave actually we had already been doing the pod, but when Cody graduated with his MBA, we had his favorite journalist, Darren Ravel.
Okay.
Can I find that so we can play it too?
His favorite journalist, Darren
Back to that
Ravel,
later. We don't need to get into that one.
sent a message to Cody, which was just amazing.
But you know what's great though is I was going back through my phone, and somebody recorded that when it was shown to me for the first time, and we will now have Nick's reaction as well, watching it in real time. It's
I'll be totally honest. Like I assumed, I don't know why it just didn't hit me. That because like John's birthday's coming up, so like it never hit me as like a birthday thing, and I thought for sure it was just like a holiday gift for the pod, and I thought he was going to shout out phoning it in, and then as soon as he said Nick, I was like, oh shit, like, and then it hit me, and then that's when I lost it. Incredible
It was
gift.
really good. That's as soon as, was it Cody? Was it you who sent the clip of you watching the cameo from Ravel, or was it Nick or somebody? Somebody sent that in our group chat. And I immediately sent John and Cody one. And I was like, we have to get one for Nick. And the plan was somebody similar to Ravel, like somebody that you don't like, that we could be like, he's a huge fan. But then as I was searching through, I found him and I was like, no, he actually genuinely, we like him. That would be even better.
Yes, that was great. That was well done.
There
And
we
he's
go.
on Cameo. Good for him.
Yeah. Pretty affordable too. It was nice. I would like to just go through a couple of things on his Wikipedia page real quick while we're here. We might as well, right?
I think we've mentioned him in like an earlier episode, if I'm not mistaken.
I had never heard of the guy.
I think one of the ones where we've talked about YouTube, we've talked about him. I feel like it probably came up. But he is a competitive eater first and foremost. Like that is his, I don't, would that be a day job, or would the YouTube be a day job for him at this point? I don't know.
If you're eating 3 raw onions in a minute, that's a profession.
Yeah. So they've got his accomplishments, like his big highlights. And like one of them is 8.5 ounces of raw Maui onions, which is the equivalent of 3 onions in 1 minute.
Jeez.
I've never had corned beef hash. Have you guys had?
Oh my gosh, love it.
Oh,
Is it easy to eat quickly?
I would say no.
Okay, because he ate 4 pounds of corned beef hash in 1 minute and 58 seconds.
I mean, he has to have like just hands.
It's absurd.
Maybe it's so much fat it was just dissolving in his mouth.
Yeah.
My
15
to
Qdoba
me,
burritos in 8 minutes.
the one that stands out to me is 9.5 1-pound bowls of peas
Jeez.
in 12 minutes. He
Holy
ate
cow.
10 pounds of
Oh my
peas
goodness.
in 12 minutes. Do you think of like how small and light a pea is?
Yeah.
Imagine how much a pound of peas is. That's an entire frozen bag. He ate 10 of those in 12 minutes.
Insane.
He was in the Nathan's hot dog eating contest as well.
There he is. He also has a music career that we need to investigate into when we're not on the air,
Yeah.
according to Wikipedia. He's put out like a ton of stuff.
I
Big man
need to
mentality.
challenge this guy for some Chick-fil-A eating contest, huh?
You would change the rules and make it to where like he has to eat a regular amount and you have to eat
man.
like a 10-piece nugget. So
Mm-mm.
Fair. Yeah, awesome though.
He probably
Awesome.
still beat you. But
2
yeah, was
million
glad we got
YouTube
that.
subscribers. Wow.
Was glad we were able to make that happen. Shout out to him for the quick turnaround. I think we got it back in like 3 days.
It was fast.
Yeah,
You
we've
said it.
been
And I
sitting
was
on
like,
that for like a week, just waiting.
exciting.
But yeah, so we're back. It's our first episode of the year. We're back for 2021.
Hopefully, a better year than 2020.
Honestly, I think we've gotten it off to a nice start. I think I feel very good about the way the year has started out, I guess, compared to how it could be, I guess. But I don't know, how was the holiday for you guys? Good?
It was cold in Chicago.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Heard that, yeah.
Yeah, very cold in Chicago.
Heard of that, yeah.
But it was good, man. We finished painting the basement. Almost done. We're about 75% of the way there. Did some house stuff. Bought a snow shovel. You don't feel like a dumbass until you have to go to the hardware store the morning after a big snow to buy a snow shovel, because they're judging you so hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I walked up to the front and I get this new snow shovel. I go,
Old one just broke on me.
Yeah,
Had
I
it
was
for
like,
20 years.
man,
Man,
this
that thing was a
you have
lifer.
to be like super clear about
That's
it.
exactly what I did. I said, yeah, I mean, my snow shovel, this snow is so heavy. It just cracked on me. I had to buy a new one. Dude totally bought it too. You need any ice or salt to go with that? No, I'm good. And as I'm walking out of the store, I'm like, do I need some more like rock salt?
Got a full bag back in the garage.
But no, it was good. It was, I cannot complain one bit.
Yeah, it was good. Got,
What about you guys?
Uneventful. Watched a lot of movies, which was nice.
Yeah.
Made my Kansas City barbecue that my sister had gotten me for Christmas, and
that looked incredible. That was really cool.
That was great. Anybody who's been to Kansas City knows about their barbecue, especially Kansas City Joe's, the flagship barbecue spot, in my opinion. Get out of here, Gates. Get out of here, Arthur Bryant's.
Yeah, I agree.
And their the quality of shipment. I mean, my sister lives in Chicago, and she ordered it from Kansas City to ship it to LA. It comes in like a box with like dry ice and crazy thorough reheating instructions, and we made that on Christmas Day. And I mean, it tasted just like eating the barbecue in the store. It was incredible.
Can I ask a question?
Mhm.
Did you know it was coming? Like, did you have any other Christmas Day meal plans, or did you just open it and you're like, oh, we're making this today?
We got it early. We got it delivered on like the 19th or 20th.
Got it.
And
got
then
it.
we
Okay.
made the decision, we're going to make this Christmas Day, because
Christmas
then we
Day
don't have to
meal.
go shopping.
Yeah, King wanted some barbecue.
That's right.
It looked so good. And the fact that you can make it so easy looked great.
Yeah. It's basically just take it out of the freezer, let it defrost for a couple hours, and then pretty much actually, real quick, it came in the pork came in a vacuum sealed bag, and the cooking instructions were to basically fill up the crock pot almost full with water and just sit the bag in the water and let it cook for like 6 hours like that, almost like a sous vide method of cooking the meat. And it was just incredible.
Cody, Carvelli, what about you guys?
I bought barbecue. I didn't make it. Probably was not as good. Yeah, that was good. I don't know. Nothing.
You get snow? You get snow in Arkansas.
So we got they said the most snow we've gotten in 7 or 8 years, and that was about a week before Christmas. So that was interesting. It took a couple days to melt, and then we had pretty mild weather, kind of like low 50s for most of it, but a couple
nice.
days in the 30s. Got some cold rolling in now. So they did come yesterday and take the Christmas lights down, but the interior of our home downstairs, we still have the decorations up. Gonna tackle that this weekend. So it was good to kind of unplug a little bit and spend some time just taking stock of the year and watching Badlands Chugs videos and living it up.
Yeah, that's what's been really nice about the last couple of weeks is I had like my maximum amount of vacation time saved up and have probably been losing days a bunch. So I just took like the last 2.5 weeks off. I'm still on vacation.
I love it, man. Absolutely love it.
I go back on Thursday. So that's when tomorrow night, Wednesday night is probably the day that I'll like take my little Christmas tree here down and throw it in the closet until next year. But yeah, it was nice to just take some time and just kind of not worry about doing
anything.
for a while, which was always needed. Like much like Nick, watched a bunch of movies, got finished getting caught up on my like stuff that came out this year and things like that. But it was good.
How many movies did you end up watching in 2020?
For the year?
So they're 365. It was last year a leap year?
Yeah.
366 days last year.
Correct.
How many movies did you watch?
375.
Let's go.
Can he keep that pace?
Can he keep the pace? I'm at 8, I think, for the new year so far.
And at 8 and
Pacing
it's
well.
January 5th.
Pacing
Okay.
well.
But he's
But
been on
again,
vacation.
Skewed. He's on vacation. It's been holidays, and
Work from home.
2020 is
like,
probably a little skewed with, can't really go a lot of places.
Right.
Hopefully that changes,
Well,
into 2021.
Yeah, we'll gladly.
I hope you don't watch nearly as
I will
much.
gladly trade the volume of movies for like getting to leave my house, maybe seeing like more than one movie in a theater.
That's crazy though, man.
It makes sense why you so much about. Oh, that's the guy who directed that movie or that TV show.
The most impressive part is how much he knows about all of these movies. It's incredible. It's absolutely
And it's all logged on his Letterboxd profile. I urge all to please follow Carvelli on Letterboxd. You'll find exquisite reviews and feedback on different films, ratings that are more credible than you can imagine. Give him a follow and get on Letterboxd.
He got his first Letterboxd review of the year up there today, right, Carvelli?
Yeah, watched a new movie today and put it on there. It was good.
It's just
my 120th 2020 release.
I mean, that's a new release every 3 fucking days, guys. That's incredible. I admire that so much, man. Like,
there's not much you can do these last 10 months.
More power to you, dude. That is incredible.
What else?
All right, Sharks. Are you sitting around the house and you can't decide what to watch? Do you have friends over and you're not sure what genre is appropriate? I'm seeking a 10% investment of $100,000 in my company called Ask Mike, where we will have a custom service to provide you with all of your entertainment needs. This is a concierge service. There'll be multiple tiers.
I would not be in favor of that because I would lose money because the number of times I text Carvelli, I'm like, hey, man, we're looking for a movie, looking for like a comedy. What do you got for me?
And then what happened? What happened the other day when that happened?
He sent me some suggestions, and he sent me a great suggestion.
Several.
And I said, that is awesome. And then it got shot down by.
I'm just thinking.
Don't blame her. Don't blame her.
I ended up watching it later that night. Big Daddy, great movie.
Concierge Marie, whenever like Michael Scott presents her with this crazy scenario, it's Friday night, it's Christmas Eve, you need to get your clothes washed. I'm just thinking of like somebody presenting Michael with like, it's a Wednesday evening after a long day of work. I'm not in the mood for something funny. I don't want something horror film. I'm feeling like something 90s Denzel Washington, and Michael just reels off the perfect recommendation. That's the business Cody just created. He is an algorithm. You input what you want, he outputs the result.
There you go. We'll make it happen, I guess. But we're gonna, I don't know, watch some more stuff, do some more watch parties on Twitch this year, probably.
Go to LA. You're going to LA this year. It's happening.
Well, obviously I'm going to LA. I've got to be there in like 5 months.
That's what I said. You're going to LA.
I'm going to be there in 5 months for I'm probably going to be there for like 3 months.
Actually, it's less than 5 months. As crazy as that sounds.
I know.
It's 4.5.
So
Not counting.
I'll be there for like 3 of the months of the year, just hanging out,
working
with
remote,
guys, hanging out with Untitled
surfing.
Baby Narth.
Surfing.
Hey, well, Carvelli, for March, man, you get in that car, you can come over to Chicago. We got one of us vaxxed up already.
Hey, it's a
quarantine.
5-hour direct flight.
That too. I'll pick you up.
It's a 5-hour direct flight from Clarksburg to Chicago. So
Wait,
5
5
hours.
a 5-hour drive, rather. Whatever I don't know. I'm thinking drive because you said drive. And
Right. All I'm saying, man.
I was like,
5 hour
man,
drive
they
or
really
a
are
direct.
putting him in a propeller plane. That's what I was thinking. You can get to LA in 5 hours.
I mean, Clarksburg is, who knows?
yeah.
Man, 2021 gonna be a good year. Gonna be a good year.
It's gonna be great.
2020. All right, I mean,
It's our year. We got Marlo
We
in
got a
the
special
background.
guest.
He's chilling.
there he is.
That was intentional, and we all know it.
He's not that smart. We joke about 2020 being a crappy year. 2020 actually was like a really good year. I mean, there were parts of it that sucked, and a lot of it sucked. But like
I was gonna say, I wouldn't necessarily call it like a really good
like
year.
the horrid of 2020. Like there were some good parts, but I'm pumped for 2021. It feels like we're so low, we can't get any fucking lower. It's all up.
Momentum, baby.
Momentum. We got the
All about
momentum.
momentum.
We got people getting vaccinated. Like, I don't know, on Facebook, like
It's
I feel like everyone I know is getting the damn vaccine.
I think I'm over 50. I think more than 50 of my Facebook friends have the vaccine. I would confidently say that.
It is.
Does it feel like that for you guys?
Oh.
I think I probably have like 900 Facebook friends.
Yeah.
I feel like 50 of them have gotten the vaccine. I
I've
don't
seen a
know if
bunch.
I think it honestly has reminded me just how many of my friends work in healthcare.
Yeah,
Right.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
It's just like, oh wow, I forgot they're a nurse, or oh, I forgot they work at the ER, and I just had no clue.
It just seems like a lot of people, like you see all these things on the news, like, oh, not enough people are getting vaccinated and stuff. But man, I am hopeful. Like there are a lot of people getting vaccinated, a lot of frontline workers, and
I think West Virginia, for one, has been kind of skewed a little bit. I think the amount of doses that they've gotten compared to the population. Like, I think a higher percentage of people are being vaccinated in West Virginia than a lot of other places, which is where most of my Facebook friends are.
I think it's elsewhere though, man. I'm seeing it in Georgia, like seeing it in Washington. I just hope it continues. Like I think
Right.
I do hope, you see all this stuff. Like I don't know if you saw the news out of Israel about how many people they vaccinated. It's incredible. But like we need to be vaccinating people 24/7.
Yeah.
Like I mean, even when we get down to like April and May and like people like us are getting vaccinated, like I would legit drive like 8 hours overnight to be vaccinated at 3 a.m. in the middle of fucking Iowa. Like I don't care. Like I'll do it.
That's probably the longest line ever I would agree to wait in.
Like I'll wait longer. I don't give a shit. Like just fucking put the shot in my arm. I'll do it 2 times in 2 weeks. Like I'll go back and forth between here and like the middle of
that's
Nebraska.
kind of what you have to do. Like
I'll do it. I'll do it. Just like,
I'll even get both doses as per required. I'll do it.
don't test me.
You
Don't
get my
I'll
point,
show
though.
you
Like,
guys.
I really hope like you see all this negative stuff about like vaccines going to waste and all this stuff. But
Yeah.
man, I hope we get our shit together and we start, we have a better plan because
Yeah.
I think regardless, like by everyone's like 2021's here, and I'm like, well, 2021.5 is probably going to be a lot better than 2020.0. So let's just like hold our horses for a little bit. But man, it's just like I feel. Look, I've been very fortunate throughout all of this. I mean, I think like a lot of us have, but like, and there are people who are suffering and who have lost everything because of this pandemic. But I just like, I can't imagine the day when we have 0 COVID cases in this country, what that day is going to be like in the United States. Like it's going to be madness, guys. Like the streets are going, people are going like going
To
to
have 0, it's going to be years, man.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
gonna be a
You think
long
so?
time.
You
Yeah.
think so? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
At this rate, yeah, I do.
To flush all this thing out of the system. But then again, I mean, at this rate, we're like infecting like so many people every single day that it's gonna flush through pretty quickly. But no,
I think it'll be in
totally
2021.
understand.
I think it'll be in 2021. I do.
I hope so.
I don't know why I have hope. There's so much positivity.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's gonna be great. I just keep thinking about that. Just keep thinking like, all right, we're getting there. Just like a few more months of just hanging out in our houses and chilling, and you never know. Maybe we do a Final Four weekend instead of a first round weekend.
Little April, it's a little March.
Who knows? We'll see.
What I want it, man. I want it so bad.
But yeah, I don't know. Do we want to have any of you guys done any like I think we've talked about it on past episodes around the 1st of January and stuff like that, but do you guys do any resolutions ever, or do you just kind of like do you guys set any goals for the year or anything like that typically?
Not too big into resolutions. No. Maybe I should be. I mean, I definitely like to kind of like stop and take a look at things that I can improve on or habits that I want to break, but I don't really like set resolutions and write them on a board or something.
That's kind of how I am. Yeah. Like this, I have not set, I don't really set resolutions, but like this year I have like a couple of like things that I would like to try to improve on, which I guess is basically the same thing, but it's just like stuff like I would like to be, I look at my office and I'm like, I should probably be a little bit more organized, like that kind of stuff, like little things like that are just like, especially when you're at home so much, like let's do some little things to keep things a little better around here. But as we hopefully get into this home stretch, but
I don't do it, and I probably always just forget to do like resolutions. And it's like, I want to do better about working out this year. I'm not putting a timeline on it. I'm just gonna try. Like, I'm not gonna go running tomorrow.
Get like Schuler jacked.
Yeah, I mean, look at them shoulders.
You talking about my brother?
Barely fit in the Zoom box there. That's incredible.
My brother, maybe. Yeah, that's good. Fitness, you can't beat that. I mean, John was out there pounding the pavement in Seattle there for a bit.
I went running when I moved to Chicago too.
You did, yeah.
Outside, I just,
I think it's also good to ease in. I don't know.
Right.
It's cold out there. You got to want to look forward to it. So.
Yeah.
On New
Or do
Year's
you push
Eve,
yourself? Don't take advice from me on. I will say this is a great show. I don't know if it was maybe 2 years ago or 3. My one was to floss more, which when you're flossing very little, it's very easy to improve upon. But that trend is still going pretty strong. I try to do a couple times a week, which is probably not what the American Dental Association would recommend as optimal, but it's better than 0. And the show kind of helped kickstart that. So maybe this will help to push the running and the desk cleaning and Warzone championships and everything else.
on New Year's Eve, I had a few adult beverages, and I told my brother, my wife, my sister-in-law that I could run a marathon without any training.
Yeah, I would advise you to not. I would advise you to not.
Although, if someone was going to do it, it would probably just be you.
I think I could probably do like a half marathon without training. I legit think I could. A full marathon.
When's the last time you ran like a 5K?
Like this summer. But
what are the requirements? Like, do you just have to finish? Because
well, that's my point.
I was say, you could walk a half marathon for sure.
So Michael Terry was not a believer. I ended up doing some push-ups that night to prove him wrong, and I woke up this morning. I was really sore. He has a track right across from his house, and he was like, "Well, will you go out there and run around like 16 times right now and show me you can do that?" And I was like, well, no, I've had a lot to drink. Like, I can't do that. What are you talking about? Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I think I wish I had the mentality to, work out. I think back in like 2012, I told myself I was going to work out for 100 straight days, and I did. And I was really proud of myself for that. I just I'm not there anymore. Like, I'm not. Yeah. It's just like kind of what Cody said. Like, where are you on day 1 and where are you on day 360 whatever 4 or 5 if it's a leap year or not. So it's like if you improve, great. Why are you laughing at me?
No reason.
Okay.
I mean, what did Andy Bernard say? I've walked a half marathon. I'm pretty sure I can handle a 5K.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that.
Also, on the topic of Big Daddy, I can't help but think about like our resolutions being similar to Sid's or the Pepperidge Farms guys, which was, had the 5-year plan. What is it? Don't die. Sometimes after how 2020 went, I feel like that might be our resolution for 2021. Unfortunately, set the bar kind of low.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Anything else, you guys? I forgot to set a timer like I usually do because Zoom doesn't tell me how long we've been recording. So I think we're good on time. But do you guys have anything else? Cody, you're about to say something.
I was.
And then I ruined your momentum.
No. Well, it was clearly not a very important. I can't remember what it was about. It was about something relating to the goal setting and the resolutions. But you want a resolution? How about a revelation? That's a Hamilton. I don't remember what I was going to say. I'm sorry. It was clearly not important. It was piggybacking off of something John said, but it was just like a little comment. It wasn't not.
Right. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. We got some Georgia results to watch. So hopefully by the time people listen to this on Wednesday, have broken in a good way. But But yeah, it was great to have all four of us on the show this week. Cody,
Go, man.
got to make your debut in front of the people on camera. But yeah, thanks everybody for listening. As always, be sure to subscribe to the podcast, however you listen, whether it's on your Apple Podcast app, Spotify, YouTube, now that we've got that going. Where else can people follow us on social, Nick?
Why are you laughing?
Nothing. We'll talk about it later.
They can follow us at Phone It In Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. They can send us an email, phoneitinpodcast@gmail.com. They can give us a call. They can leave a voicemail, 304-627-1889.
That's right. And like we said, YouTube is still Phoning It In Podcast. Check us out there. We want to give a shout out to Miguel Silva-Leone for our theme song. Check out Saving Miles Lemon on Spotify or Apple Music. And with that, that's all we have for this week. Thanks everybody for listening. We'll see you next time.